Do I anticipate
Now,
Congress?
are you supportive of it? They're expected to send a bill to the president today that he's expected to veto within Medicaid.
You know, I haven't read the legislation. Obviously, I have been a long time opponent of the Affordable Care Act in terms of its origination, the expansion of the federal government role in health care. But that is a debate that took place, what, 4 or 5 years ago? And so where are we right now? We have the Affordable Care Act. We have over half the states that have supported the expansion of their Medicaid population. Those were decisions that were made in Arkansas before I became governor. And those are the circumstances I'm dealing with. Right now, it's anticipated, we understand that they're voting in the House and Senate. They've already voted on the Senate side, so we vote on the House side to, in general terms, repeal the Affordable Care Act. But I haven't read how that's done. I would expect any legislation that would end the Affordable Care Act would deal with a transition for the 30-some states that have Medicaid expansion as to how you unwind that. It's not something that you do abruptly. It's something that would take some time to do, and then you have to manage that process. And so I would expect any legislation that is realistic in that regard to include details on how you handle the states that have expanded the Medicaid population. I haven't read this legislation as to how it deals with that, because we all expect the president to veto it, and so it's not, even though it's a strong expression of opposition to the Affordable Care Act, President Obama is expected to repeal it. I think a greater debate along this line would be if we have a different administration in 2017, then that legislation is really going to matter, the process and how that's done.
Regarding
Do you
that,
think that federal dollars should be coming to Arkansas to cover low-income people in the Medicaid expansion range, whatever their solution is?
If I would have been in Congress when the Affordable Care Act came into being, I would have voted against it. Since then, we've had a lot of water under the bridge, and we have to deal with our current health care system that's been modified under the Affordable Care Act for the last 4 or 5 years. And so you almost have to start afresh and not simply debate what we've done, but we've got to debate where we want to go. Do I want to have a reduction of the federal role in health care? Absolutely. Do I want to have more discretion to the states to manage the Medicaid program? Absolutely. And that is really essential. I don't think we would have difficulty here in Arkansas in getting great unity in terms of where we go with our Medicaid population if you had a state block grant type of approach where we could put work requirements, not just work referral requirements, but more serious requirements in place, where we could put use our flexibility for the personal responsibility and more management of the entire program. That's where I hope that we go. So I want to have a debate on the future of health care in 2017 when we can actually hopefully have changes that will be meaningful, and the states need to have the greatest voice because we have the greatest experience.